Hello, my friends, and welcome to Time Capsule here on the Games Done Quick Hotfix. I'm your host, Smooth Operative. Thank you so much for joining us. If you are not familiar, Time Capsule is a show all about traveling back in time to your favorite years in gaming and showcasing awesome speedruns of games that were released in the same year. And tonight we are back on that 1998 groove with two incredible games, Metal Gear Solid and later Resident Evil 2. But first, allow me to share some announcements with you. First of all, AGDQ 2023 Online will be happening January 8th through the 15th, and the games list for the first submission period is out. The second submission period, specifically for games released after September 1st, is November 6th through the 12th, and you can visit gamesdonequick.com for more information on that. Also coming up next week on October 31st, we will be having our Halloween Spooktacular event hosted by Ecdysis and myself. We are going to have a lot of spooky, scary speedrun fun, and I'm very much looking forward to that. I hope you will be too. But for now, something I am most looking forward to, and that is Metal Glenn Solid's speedrun of Metal Gear Solid. So Glenn, welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me. So we are on the PC port of Metal Gear Solid 1, which was released a little bit later, but we're just going to talk about that as we go. We've got a couple free minutes here early, so just going to count you down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you. So right away we get the ability in this version to just flat out skip the codec calls on as early as possible. There are a couple of versions of this which we've named specifically the GOG Good Old Games or GOG patch, as we're going to take 6 alerts here, which will be very important later. So we have the GOG patch, and then we have what we call a Reddit patch, which is something that you probably should Google on your own if you want, but I would recommend getting this instead. It's a little more responsive. You can run much cleaner windowed mode, so I've actually taken a liking to it in the last week or two. So we can run in software mode in windowed mode, which is a little bit faster than running in the very clean-looking hardware mode, I might add, if you want to check that out.
Oh, nice.
We're only going to get 6 alerts here. This will be very important later to eliminate the rat. We don't like the rat unless you want to go for rank 1. How dare you, sir? I do have a counter available to me, so we can just not worry about him. I might only get 5. Since the elevator comes down about 2 minutes after that first codec ends, so it's about 204, 205 RTA according to an auto splitter. Now I've got plenty of time. That's 5. And the cool thing about this strat is it just seems everybody has a different way of getting these 6 alerts here, and it's just very wild. And we're just going to kill him there.
This is your way, huh?
It's my way. Play Ring Around the Cargo Crate.
I love it.
So I hope everybody enjoys the sound of mechanical keyboards because I get to use both controller and keyboard. You're going to see me flutter like this a lot because we don't actually have analog on the PC ports. That's one drawback that we don't get, but you get that on console.
I like the keyboard sound. It adds to the ambient.
So I'll be running on DualSense and on keyboard in some areas. Just kind of depends on what I feel like doing. Don't need to bother with him. We just go up the elevator and onto the heliport. This is just kind of one of those places where going early is good. So we're going to go in here and eat this alert. If you're counting, that's 7. We need 10 by the time we get the PAL key shot out of our hand later. And flip him, and off we go with animation canceling. Flipping is basically free. And we get introduced to our favorite character, Master Miller. I think. I don't know, we'll figure that out later. Events are always fun. They just feel so long and unnecessary. But they're not too bad since we just use the D-pad and off we go. But this is a good port. This is a very accessible port. So Metal Gear Solid and Metal Gear Solid 2 are all on GOG, so they're very accessible titles to learn.
And would you say that you run this version of the game like the most, or do you have like other versions that you prefer?
So I don't really touch console as a run. I do moderate the boards a little bit, but I don't have any real keen abilities on console.
Okay.
And down we go. At least on the bright side here, loads are non-existent. The only loads there are is this elevator, which is a 5-second sound file. We're gonna go sneak into our friends, the DARPA Chief's room, and we're gonna go hang out for a little bit. But there are a couple things to note about the PC port. I hear it talked about all the time is how unstable it is. There is a reason for that, and that reason is basically when the game launches, your processor sees it as a single-threaded task, but the game doesn't like that and will crash constantly in certain areas. The only way to do that is you can go into your task manager and set it so that it uses at least 2 threads. Or there is a community launcher that was made by BMN, and you can set that up in the launcher and just launch the game from there, which is super handy because going into the task manager after launching the game was a nightmare.
Yeah, that's a really nice resource. Shout out.
That was something. Like B-Man grabbed the information. I actually discovered that entirely by accident. All I wanted to do was make it load faster, and my tiny brain said add thread. But I was like, wait, it's not crashing here. Why? I think it was like 2 or 3 hours before I realized. Meryl's gonna try and help here. But depends on what she feels like doing. She's not shaking anymore, which is nice. Silly rookies. And here's a round of grenades. She took that like a champ. No ammo this time, and off we go. That wasn't bad. We got our nice little level 1 PAL card from the DARPA Chief. We're going to need that to grab C4 and grenades, which is going to be nice for Ocelot. And this is a strat. If you're learning this game, I don't recommend starting with this. It is not the easiest thing on earth. But it's always fun to see. Got some grenades. I think my favorite thing about this board is the fact that we have hotkeys. Who needs weapon menus?
It comes in handy.
That should work. Oh, crap. Well.
You idiot!
Yep, I know.
Didn't realize that like the game is so rude to you when you you die.
It's not very nice at times. That's okay. I just threw just a hair early. Give it one more go.
Got this.
That'll work. There we go.
Nice job.
Alright, so now we get out of here. Normally you just call Meryl here, but I think we all have been made blissfully familiar with the vent glitch. Typically used for skipping most of this game, but it's going to have a couple of uses here on all bosses. No good elevator, I'm upset. Oh well. Alright, so we're just going to set this up real quick, and hopefully I don't screw up the inputs. Perfect.
Well, that was good.
And we don't need a key card to open this door for whatever reason from this side, but I'm not complaining. One less menu I have to do.
True.
Drive up the tracks here, and here's the tank. The tank is very unforgiving if you screw it up, so let's see what we got here. Like I did. Okay, well, it's gonna take a death. I walked a little too far to the right. All right. Just gonna... Oh, well.
It's all good.
You know what they say, if it can go wrong, it just might.
Yeah, that's
well.
the GDQ way sometimes.
There we go. That's one. Set up here. And hopefully we get the dunk. Let's go ahead and mash and dunk. Grab some grenades before that goes through. Alright, so now we get to not equip a weapon right away, so this is going to be used as a buffer. There's a guard up here. We would normally have to wait to turn around, but why do that when we could just keep running? As one codec you can't answer early in this game. There's like two. I'm going to take a pretty specific line here. Grab those chaff, which are nice. Up he goes. He's going to turn. Flip him and make a run for the elevator. Good elevator. Okay. That's a good nuke building. I'll take that. Grab the Nikita, and we're just going to go back downstairs, and we're going to fight the ninja next. So this is going to be some nice debut of a new piece of tech that was discovered last year before the boba skip was even a thought. During a tournament we were having, and you're not going to get a really good look at it here. You're going to get a good, better look at it in the next room, where I can switch between two hotkeys, and Snake will continue running. No particular reason. He just does. Nope, too far. And up, right. Perfect. So we're going to hold 3, which is my grenade, and we're just going to tap 4 here, and hopefully Snake will keep running through this door. We're going to stop right about there. There's a few points in the game where it's going to force you to just stop, but you can keep doing that, and for some reason Snake keeps walking. It's just weird. The only thing that would prevent you from continuing is a barrier like with Wolf 2. And that saves time just like that, to trigger that cutscene a little earlier. It makes this fight kind of funny. After we get out of this first phase here. Ooh, nice spot. I went a little further than I normally would, but it's always funny to kind of watch him turn.
You got this, Glenn. Make us feel alive again. So when he's blinking like that, is that sort of just a little period of time where he can't be like hit by anything?
Yeah, he's got iframes at that point.
Iframes.
So.
I gotcha.
Let's see. Hide and seek, RNG. Let's see what you got for me. That's not too bad. I'll take that. Ideally, I'd want him to spawn on either side of me here, but he doesn't want to at the moment. There we go. Alright. So as far as damage is concerned, I can miss one punch before he says an extra line, which would cost me 12 seconds.
Oh, wow.
It seems like we're all good. Now he should remember this punch.
That's it. I remember that punch.
There we go. And that fight's over. Got time to grab some chaff. We're just going to shoot him a couple times. Kind of give him that friendly little pinch that says, hey man, you got to go.
You don't gotta stay here, but you gotta go somewhere.
You could do some funny things with the hotkeys, like Snake's gonna eat a Nikita for breakfast. It just looks funny.
Balanced breakfast, of course.
Alright. Off to meet up with Meryl. Which is always interesting, because then you get into Mantis, and then she's just gone. Like, oh, whoops, well, I hope you enjoyed our friendly co-op adventure with Meryl. It lasted about 5 minutes.
Can I ask you, Glenn, what it is that got you into speedrunning Metal Gear Solid in the first place?
It's always been one of my favorite titles. It's still not my favorite title in the series, which is 3. I don't seriously speedrun 3 for that reason, but the others I will just... I thought the speed tech was fun. I thought the PC port looked even better. So I was like, okay, when I can get my hands on it, we'll do that. And then sat down one day and Plywood jumped in a voice call, and then we just kind of hashed out some stuff. So
make sure you're ready, okay?
Awesome. Shout outs to Plywood too. Been super helpful in the Metal Gear community.
All right, so we get to flip barrel a couple times here. That's where this comes in handy again, because otherwise Snake would stop, and then Meryl would slap you, and that was fun. And flipping there is actually really nice because it puts her in the perfect position to where you can run up here and she won't walk. Get out that stun grenade. Okay. And unfortunately we don't get the famous blackout screen on the PC port. We go. Count them up with me. That's 2. We're going to 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Throw a grenade. Oh, I missed. There we go. So this is going to skip the first possession phase, so Meryl's just going to stand up and then immediately fall down. Thanks, I guess, Mantis.
Stand right where he can see you and blow your brains out. Stop, Meryl!
Alright, and I like to face north because it gives me a better whereabout where I'm at, or where he's going to be. And now we just finish him off, and we're going to have him take a seat. And one more. There we go. Mantis is dead in his chair.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, so this is one thing that we do both on console and on PC. We're going to get out of bounds with the cardboard box that we grabbed. It's actually the only use for it in this game, which is fun.
You follow me.
That is actually really fun.
We don't have our other method of getting out of bounds just yet. Then we're going to take advantage of our animations here. We can do it with just 2 regular grenades. So Snake's animation doesn't actually stop, but he'll keep running into the door, and we can skip that little cutscene right there.
I'll take point again. Stay back, okay?
That was probably the biggest time save that this is attributed.
Leave
And
it to me.
I wish we could skip this.
Don't worry. Actually, there is a question in chat for you. Do
Sure.
you run Death Stranding or Zone of the Enders or any other Kojima games that you can think of?
I do not. I know several people that did run Death Stranding before it was a DMCA landmine.
Oh no.
I know Plywood actually has started running Zone of the Enders. I know a couple of people that run Boktai,
Pretty good, huh?
but no, just the Metal Gear games are the only Kojima games I run at the moment.
I was able to see where the mines were
That's still
placed.
very cool.
Are you impressed?
Well, a little bit.
Only a little?
Yes, Meryl, this is why.
Love Meryl.
Alright, now for the best backtracking section in Disc 1. Get some stuns. We can feel this throughout the entire universe in 1998. The greatest stun known to man. Okay, get out of here. We hopefully can vent glitch here again over this little rock. Yep, just a hair. It's not that much faster, but it is enough to be worth it if you can get it like that. Switch back to chaps because it will unequip my stuns on the next floor, which is insane, but here we are. Like good elevators. So on the way back now, there's no longer a tank in the middle of the field, but unfortunately it is filled with nothing but mines. So we have to take a very specific pathway so that I don't blow up. I think Snake would like to not die again.
No, certainly not.
It's a nice little crease in the snow I like to use here. And then just over here just a little. That's perfect. About right between the two there. We're going to switch back to the stun, and we're going to need that when we get down here into basement 2. Let's see what we got here. These guards are a pain. It's a little bit new. So I keep that elevator open. That should work out. Perfect. That works out. I just learned about that today, so
Oh my gosh, nice.
got enough practice in on that.
Excellent.
Shout outs to Tromboncino. He came back recently. He's a bit of an older runner. And he's just kind of been throwing strat after strat after strat at us the last couple of weeks, so
That's always fun. Then everyone's kind of scrambling to figure it all out together.
yep. So normally we would just throw a chaff and walk around on the right, and that's usually better for the higher difficulties, but nowadays we can kind of just go over here and use a chaff to distract a guard and then flip him again. He's gonna get flipped a couple times. Start cooking. Beautiful.
I honestly really love the little jamming, sparkly sound. It's so good.
Yeah, that's something that stayed pretty consistent. And then I think in MGS 3 and onward, they changed it to white. Or is it 2? I forget now. I know they
just
did
like
change
white,
it away from yellow. I think the only reason it's yellow is because it's snowing.
Oh, fair.
Remember how I said I loved hotkeys in this game? They let me do crazy stuff
do.
like this and go out of bounds. Oh no, she's out for blood today. Uh-oh. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Wolf RNG is not the most forgiving, but on easy it's so much safer to do it that way, and then we get to show this one off, and we got caught. Snake, what are you doing?
Leave it to me. I want no more accidents like that. Don't.
Yes.
What DARPA chief?
You win.
We win!
Had enough.
Right? We win. Snake said we won, so
We won. The game's over. Oh,
I don't know.
but we're only 25 minutes in.
Oh. Well, then I guess we're not done yet, so I feel lied to. Thanks, Snake.
Thanks. Yeah. Thanks for nothing.
I hope you can still look at yourself in the mirror, my friend.
And now we get dragged into a cell. We were too fast, so we have to go to jail. But we can hang out with my new friends, the dancing disco rice.
Is that what everyone calls it, or just you?
It's something a mod of mine actually came up with, and I just kind of ran with it.
Love it.
I was like, that's some really big rice there, Chief. Oh well. I don't think Johnny likes the sound of whoosh.
Can't handle it. He's getting tilted on the job.
I mean, if I work sick, I get pretty tilted too. I get it. You might want to get that looked at, Johnny.
Oh, bye-bye.
Well, I guess I could just punch the door. That'll let me out, right?
I believe in you, Glenn.
Oh, I think I annoyed someone.
Hey, I'm here. Where?
Oh, it's Otacon. Hey, bud.
Oh, jeez. He's coming back. See you later.
Wait.
I'm gonna set up, use some ketchup, because this is totally a Tom and Jerry cartoon.
Such a funny little detail.
It really is. We're gonna
Like,
click
how
level
did they
6
not
card.
know? They just don't.
Something plot. I think.
Also, how did they fit all that ketchup in that tiny little packet?
Very careful to knock Johnny out there so that MGS4 is still canon. And we've escaped. Snake is also good at speedrunning how to get dressed. He got dressed in that transition.
Oh yeah, so he is.
Alright, second verse, same as the first. So up until the level 6 door at the end of the comms tower, the route is unchanged. Nothing changes. We're just gonna go. Throw another chaff here so that we don't get shot. Although I will say this, you cannot tell me in this room or any room where it's snowing that nobody made a joke about the chaff grenades. Not once. I refuse to believe this. Or maybe they didn't. It's really just a weird oversight.
You would never know.
Throw the grenade again. Oh, that's not good. Back up. That works. Always know your backups, people.
Yeah, good on you with the adaptive strats.
Okay. So in case you missed the first half hour of this run, I'm going to show you exactly what makes the PC port more busted than anything else in this entire series. With the use of beautiful hotkeys, we gotta bounce. And since this game is weird, it's one of those games where if you reach the bottom coordinate, it just wraps you to the other side of the map.
Very cool.
Oop. One step too short. Here's an instant replay if you need that. And pull out some grenades. So now we get to the very fun, very famous Boba Skip. Which is actually something I joked about for a very long time. I always said for probably 3 or 4 years, I said, if anyone finds a way to skip this door, I'll just give them $50. And then it happened and I freaked out.
Nice.
Like,
Yeah,
I think
there's
I
always those little things, like there's a bounty in it for you if you discover something like that.
Yeah, and there was at the... I don't think at the time we had one because we had actually given out the bounty for a massive time save to the swim or the shuffle or whatever you want to call it. There's like a million names for that. That's not right. Nope. There we go. There we go. If I could line things up correctly, we wouldn't have this problem. But that's it. It's a coin toss on an angle, and Snake has one of 2 hit back animations. So you want that one, it'll push him right through the door, considering where the loading zone is. It is theoretically possible to do it with other load zones, but no one has successfully done them yet. Which is really unfortunate, but we get to have the Stairmaster 7000 here.
Gotta get that workout for the rest of the game.
Oh, come on, Snake, you could totally make that drop. You've just teleported and fell like 6 stories. Oh well. So now we have the Stinger, and now we can go fight the Hind, and, or as I like to call it, joke fight number 1. Because we're just going to do that same thing that we did to get out of bounds, which is called God Mode Exploit. And it actually... oh, crap. It makes you invincible as well. Gives you an infinite iframe amount, which is nice. Because the game doesn't know what to do. And that's going to fix our camera. Now we can interact with things again, which is nice. So the only thing now is I'm invincible. I don't have to worry about chaff. I don't have to worry about getting shot. We can just go. So the way to save time here is just to get kind of good at turning corners that Snake doesn't like to turn. It's kind of awkward. And we have to go up so high. Why make me do this?
Oh, is this like the video game longest staircase Hall of Fame like entry? I can't think of a longer one. I really can't.
Well, Mario's got an infinite staircase, sort of.
Yeah, fair.
All right, noisy fly. Need to hit him 6 times, so if I don't miss, we're good. He's just gonna zip back and forth. He'll be very confused as to why he can't hit me. That's unfortunate, Liquid. 5, one more. Where are you going? Nice. All right. Grab that, and I'm going to do this kind of the console style. So I can use this bar getting destroyed as a bit of a visual cue, which is super helpful. The more cues I can find, the more comfortable I can be in a speedrun. So if I can find visual cues or audio cues, it's just going to make life a whole lot easier. Mild flash warning. It's rare, but sometimes he'll fly really close to me, and if you're sensitive to flashing, he flashes. But I don't think he's close enough for that to be an issue for anybody. Liquid, buddy, you have a helicopter. Where's your aim?
No kidding, actually.
I'm not even locking on. And he's done. So now he's going to go over to the main stage, and Snake didn't eat breakfast this morning, so Liquid's going to feed him a nice missile. Eventually. Delicious. Just press 9 to get my grenade out. Spam select. And we can get out of here. I don't know what it is about the calls with Otacon that unequip my PAL card. And now we get to go down. But we don't have to fight the 4 horsemen on that mid elevator. We can actually just go out of bounds and fall all the way down. We don't even have to worry about that fight, which is good because I hate that fight. Down, down, down. You know, his legs must be made of, like, I don't even want to say steel.
He's a soldier. He's got this.
He's never skipped leg day. Not even once. We have a saying about Wolf 2 coming up here. It is Wolf 2 giveth and Wolf 2 taketh away. So let's see if she's kind to me or not. See if I can do the lean. Nope. No leaning for me. Wolf, you're funny. I brought a stinger to a sniper fight. Let's see what you got here. What are you doing? So hopefully if I do this right, I'll have my final hit with the Stinger missiles. And I can actually skip the rank up animation where Snake would eat the ration. We're gonna go God mode here. Yep, we got it. That wasn't too bad of a Wolf 2 fight. My aim was a little bit better. It would have been great, but she didn't do any trolling movements, so I will take it.
You're still doing great, Glenn. You got this.
So we kind of debated on that for a little bit. Was it going to be allowed? Was it not going to be allowed? And my argument was you were supposed to deplete boss's HP to 0, not watch the rank up animation after. And that's kind of what we ultimately decided. So you remember that other C4 I had? That's where it's useful. Oh.
I was waiting for it.
Heck. Well, that sucks. Oh well. I was a little bit too far to the left on that other guy, so that's unfortunate. See if this turret wants to be nice. It does! Yay! So now we have plot elevator. So I could play a little game with this. Since I could skip the codec outright, we can play a little game. And it's which direction is the game going to make me stop in? When it would normally trigger the codec. Since you have 8 options, what do y'all got?
All right, what do y'all think?
Spin.
I'm gonna say like left and down. I don't know why, but I'm so nervous. I need to see what happens.
It's assuming my thumb is consistent and keeps spinning.
Keep spinning, Glenn. Keep spinning.
Ooh, down right.
Oh, down right.
Close.
Close enough.
I've only gotten that right once, so... Alright, so now we get to enter Vulcan Raven, or as I call him, Joke Fight number 2.
Even Vulcan
realized
Raven's
how
a
many
joke
grenades I
fight?
have.
Dang.
Oh, look at his aim.
Well,
It's
that
just
is-
as bad.
That is certainly surprising.
What is he doing? I don't know. What is he doing? Oh well. Maybe one of these bosses will eventually give me some challenge. Throw the chaff there. We don't want to trigger that trapdoor because then the chaff doesn't go off. It's just kind of a nightmare. Alright. Get the zoom, but on the downside, the PC port had some pretty jank audio. It would loop, or it would just replay that audio over and over again in this segment. The launcher I mentioned earlier actually does come with a music patch.
Oh, nice.
When this port was being developed by 6 people in the basement at Konami, they didn't really feel like helping them. So they ended up with questionable methods of getting the music. And they still didn't loop it right, so we get what we have.
Snake.
You go away. All right, PAL card RNG. There are 7 locations. You can place your bets in chat. We want 1 through 6. 6 is the God PAL. 7 is garbage. We're not having fun with the garbage this week. I'm gonna actually go lenient and say 4.
All right, well, then I got to go for it and say 6.
We have a believer. At least one believer.
I believe.
All right, let's see what we got. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? It's 5, 4, bomb in 3. A 7. Well,
Oh, no.
you said 7. You are right, and I'm upset. But I know we weren't gonna not get and deal with the rat, because as soon as you pick up the bomb, Miller calls you and says, "Hey, did you find the card key yet?" And then we have to cry and tell him no. I just realized I don't have a ton of stuns. Oh, I can pull out the SOCOM and do it. That's okay. At least we can run and gun in this game, which is super nice. Okay. That works out, so now we can just prove that these guards are blind. I don't know, dude, are you blind? Yes. Yes, they are. But I thought they were geniuses. I don't know. Kojima does as Kojima wants.
This is true.
Alright, so now we get to do the funnest things on Earth, and it's just wait around and make small talk for a minute while the Palkey changes shape. It's just one of the things that most people liked about Twin Snakes was they cut this basically into its entirety. I got 46:23 on the timer when I can leave, or there's an audio cue I can use. But I can use this time to grab some stickers. We can hang out with some birds, I guess.
Do you like ravens, Glenn?
Yeah, they keep me company at work. In the fall, they come back and scavenge through my dumpsters.
Oh my gosh.
Or at least they did until we started putting locks and started pushing the weights down on them.
Smart. And I don't want to mention it unless Glenn is okay with it, but the field that you work in is
No, it's nothing. Yeah.
it is a secret.
Check the card here real quick and then do that. Make sure that it's blue and off we go. I did have one attempt yesterday where I left probably frames early, and the game said, "Nope, it's not blue," and I didn't check it.
Oh gosh.
So that would have been a very awkward run back. Let's see, stuns out this time again. The nice thing about the GOG port compared to the Reddit patch is you can see where you're going when the grenades go off. For whatever reason, the other patch just says, "Nah, I'm just going to color the entire screen yellow and you can't see anything." Haha. You would think that GOG is the way to go. The problem with GOG is there's still a couple of things that we don't have explanations for that can happen. Like, there's a chance that in the Rex fight coming up here in a few, the game just decides to either crash or skip the Gray Fox monologue. No particular reason, it just happens. Just one of those weird PC port quirks. Go into God mode and get through here and not look like Swiss cheese. You remember the rules of the road. You should be good in this room, because the enemies do. We get to play that game again. Which way will the game force me to stop, since there's nothing else to talk about at the moment?
Alright, I can't be wrong twice. We're gonna go with left and down. Okay, I can maybe be wrong twice.
It's a 1 in 8 chance. Don't quit on me, Thumb. I can feel you getting tired. Down right again.
I was gonna say that too. Damn it.
I don't know how that happens.
Don't take me gambling with you, friends. Don't gamble.
Can confirm. I went to Vegas once.
How was that?
Actually, it's one of those things, maybe not necessarily the gambling part. I mean, if that's your shtick, then whatever. Going to Vegas is one of those things I feel like most people should do once. Just for the experience and the atmosphere that's there.
Okay.
I would not go again, but it was a fun experience.
Well, I'm glad that you had a good time.
These cargo elevators are so slow.
Is this like your least favorite part of running Metal Gear Solid, the elevator?
It's a nice break, but it's like I'm bored.
It's like, how many hours do you think you have in this speed run, Glenn?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I'm asking the tough questions now.
So many. If it hasn't hit over 1,000 by now, it's got to be close. Whoops, I can walk through things and walk on lava, it's fine. And I didn't pay attention to the timer. There we go. It's always close, but I never... It's always every time I don't look at the timer, I get that alert. And like, well, there goes my audio cue.
Do you rely on a lot of audio cues in this run in particular?
Sort of. Like, you don't need a ton of audio cues. The ones that matter for me mostly are the 2 music cues for the keys and then step counting. But there are a few people who can do it by feel. And I'm like, how do you do that?
I would say maybe just putting in a lot of hours, but I don't know.
Some people just built different, I guess.
True.
At least the camera was nice and didn't want to shoot me. Alright, let's do this again. Which way are we facing?
Do I dare say bottom left a third time? I feel like it's going to be wrong. I'm going to say bottom right.
Yeah, that one was a trick. He doesn't stop that time. I don't know why. Because there are 3 codecs.
Okay, I'm just going to
I
pretend I
swear.
finally got a win on that.
Everyone wins. It's every direction.
I appreciate all the bottom left believers in the chat. Thank you.
Alright, so we're done with the level 7 card. You can pull out my stuns again. And we can finally move past this segment. So one thing I do enjoy about Twin Snakes is that you don't have to do this. You could just go shoot a couple of pipes and then come back. But there is a bounty for skipping the PAL key. So if you do know how to do it that isn't already known for very easy, then let us know, because very easy strats are not allowed in easy.
Easy category, but not easy.
Correct. And that's that. Oh no! The room is yellow. And apparently suffocating. We're gonna call our boy Otacon and let him do his thing to get us out of here. Go. And Liquid's gonna jump into Metal Gear. We're just gonna beat him up. Joke fight number 3. I thought it was an unstoppable mech. I don't think this looks right.
Oh, this is bizarre.
He says he can't do it, chat. I think he's wrong.
You can do it, Snake. Do it.
He did it.
If you win, you might still be able to save her.
Alright, so the Liquid Infinite is a nice little metronome-style punching rhythm. There is video of Kojima doing it, so it's quote-unquote intended. I'm going to try and go for the one-throw method, but in the meantime, I'm just going to shut up and do it.
Alright, you got this.
How about you, Snake?
There we go. Beautiful.
Oh, well done. That was nice. Now you can breathe.
Yeah.
A little bit.
There's a few methods of doing that. I prefer that one. If you want to see something insane, go on speedrun.com and watch the IL for Liquid. Alright, now I get to get out of here with Otacon. We get to hang out for all eternity with the caribou. Just kind of set up here, gonna get some explosive barrels. And off we go. Set up here, there's gonna be 3 guards up here. I'm hoping I get to shoot both of them twice on the turn, but there's no promises on that. I got one of them. Okay. And one final shootout with Liquid. This is not an auto-scroller. He does have an invisible health bar, which is always interesting. So otherwise this would go on forever. I disagree, Liquid. The run has to end. Just kind of three. Get our transition shots. They're very important as we transition phase here. Didn't get the lucky ones, which is unfortunate. But 2. There we go. I hate these transition shots. There we go. Got them both, which is good. Look, Ma, no hands. And the best part is we can skip the credits, so time is actually going to be when the word score appears on screen. It's about 10 seconds. So thank you for having me. This has been fun. We
Absolutely.
should get a 59, 53-ish. And time. Okay, 59,
Nice.
54.
Oh, awesome. That's on the estimate. So job well done, Glenn. Thank you so much for showing this off.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Do you have any like shout outs or comments you'd like to leave our viewers with before we head over to the next game?
Like I said earlier, this is probably one of the most accessible titles in the series you're going to be able to get a hold of, and there's tons of resources available, and you can find those resources on speedrun.com or our website, metalgearspeedrunners.com.
Awesome. Well, I'll say it again, but if you did enjoy the run, make sure you follow Glenn on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/metalglennsolid, and the link is in the chat. But before we break, I just want to give a big shout out to all of our wonderful supporters. Your subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bits cheered here on the GDQ Twitch channel do help support Games Done Quick, both with hotfix, including this show Time Capsule, and also with AGDQ 2023 costs. So please consider subscribing if you do enjoy your daily dose of GDQ. And if you'd like to follow everything Games Done Quick, make sure you check out our links. You can type !links in the Twitch chat for all things GDQ. But stay tuned, everyone, because we will be right back with Leon Kennedy's first day on the job experience in Resident Evil 2. All right, everybody, welcome back to Time Capsule. It's the show about traveling back in time to your favorite years in gaming and showing off awesome speedruns of games that were released in the same year. And we are on 1998 tonight with Resident Evil 2 as the last run for the night. I am here with Matt RPD. Welcome, Matt, who will be speedrunning this for us.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for having me. Hello, everyone. Hello, GDQ. Yes, my name is Matt RPD. I'm a partner streamer here on Twitch. I've recently gone full-time as well.
Right on.
And today we are doing Resident Evil 2, one of the greatest titles in 1998, alongside Metal Gear Solid, funny enough.
Yeah, two good ones.
Today, yeah. Absolutely. What a year for gaming. So yes, we're going to be doing today Leon A. There's 4 scenarios in this game, so we're going to do Leon A, which is my favourite anyway from when I was a youngster.
Aww.
And I'm looking forward to this run. So let's just get on with it, I suppose. There is 2 cinematics, and then when you skip the second one, the timer should effectively start. So if you're happy, Smooth, shall we just go ahead and get stuck in the run?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it. Let's go.
Biohazard.
Biohazard. So, Smooth, question for you. How much do you like Resident Evil?
I actually think Resident Evil 2 is my favorite. But that being said, I only played it like within the past couple years. Like I had the demo for this when I was a kid and it was way too scary. But I appreciate it now.
It's a fantastic title, isn't it? I mean, what I love about it as well, it just throws you straight into the mix. You know, straight into Raccoon City, zombies everywhere,
Oh, yeah.
Panic Station. It's completely different to like the first title where it's like gives you a bit of like a, you know, kind of area where you can safely move around and stuff like that. But on number 2, you're just like, wow, fire, panic,
Yeah, they just throw you
Yeah,
right into
what
the
an
flames.
introduction. Absolutely, yeah. By the way, chat, can we get a high kendo for now? I love kendo in this game.
Hi, Kendo.
Really brilliant. Hi, kendo. For now, anyway. Bye, kendo.
Oh, that was quick. We'll see you later.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it was anticlimactic, wasn't it? There is some great mods out there for RE2 as well, where you can like kendo stays alive. I don't know if you've seen them in the modding community.
I have seen something like that, at least with the remake.
Yeah. But no, in the classic title, I mean, this title, there's quite a few storylines that you can play, and it's fantastic. It really is. The modding communities are blessed, really, in this. So basically, what you just missed there, folks, let me just talk a bit about the game. So that is a basketball court, which is heavily RNG. Normally, that's a massive reset point. Obviously, I'm not going to reset now, but if that happened usually in a speedrun, I would reset. But because we're on GDQ, I'm not going to do that. So there's one thing to talk about. Secondly, quick shooting. In the original titles, you'll see it quite a lot, especially in RV1 and 2. Because I'm playing on keyboard, the way to do it is basically I hold aim and then shoot, but then let go of aim and then just keep shooting. It's just the thing that you just takes time to get used to, but once you do, it's you're flying. Just a bit of practice, really. And here we are. This is the RPD after my name. The LG voice actor for Albert Wesker actually calls this my home. Because on my channel, I've had quite a few of the voice actors on. And him and his son refers this as Matt's home, not the RPD.
That's awesome.
Quite fun. Yeah, absolutely. And here we are, folks. This is Marvin.
Leon.
I know, I can see Brando there talking about me.
Looks like your party.
Yeah, basically, Brando's inspired by the way I'm dressed, so he decides to wear a backwards cap and similar clothing, you see, like denim jackets and stuff like that.
Ah, that twinning energy.
I know.
Located in the outskirts of this city.
So I haven't really spoke about much about the story of this game. So if anybody doesn't know, we're playing as Leon Kennedy. It's his first day on the job,
They risked their lives.
and he comes to Raccoon City and all hell breaks loose. So he's a rookie officer,
After that,
and then they're obviously speaking to Marvin
started to happen.
to kind of like establish what's going on, and
Hang in there.
we go from there, really.
Don't worry about me. Just rest.
I wish Marvin could stay with us.
Here,
Yeah.
take this key card. You should be able to.
The thing that I normally do when I play this a lot is I kind of like just try and do a lot of the voices, even though I'm terrible at doing it. But I just start making all these weird ones.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Like I don't know what I do. I'll just bang all these random noises out, and I think chat thinks I'm just weird, but I am weird. You know what? I'm not. I don't care.
You have to embrace
We're
it.
all weird in our own. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Oh god. Okay, here we go. So basically, Marvin just gave us a key card to get access to a lot of the rooms in the RPD. Another thing that people are probably curious about, if you don't already know, is obviously we're playing in Japanese text there. Japanese text scrolls faster than like English text. That's predominantly one of the reasons. And obviously this is a Japanese title referred to as Biohazard. If he was playing the LG like Resident Evil title, things would be a lot slower. So obviously this is like referred to as on speedrun.com as the fastest version possible. Obviously I'm playing on the PC port as well. But majority of us here would have played this in the original PlayStation 1. But yeah, this is probably my favourite version now, to be fair. Just a lot faster, a lot efficient.
Is this your favorite category as well, Leone?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I just love the story about it. I love like some of the cinematics that happen, especially towards the end as well, and like in the labs with spoiler alert.
Yeah.
I'll explain that later.
Sure.
There might be somebody here that's not seen this game. You never know. So yeah, this is a statue here where we need to get one of the jewels out, but at the moment I'm just going to push the one in and then move towards the Star's office, where we will get to see the one and only Claire again.
Claire Bear.
Yeah, oh, lovely Claire. So what's your favourite category then, Smooth? What out of the 4 scenarios, what would you say yours is?
I actually used to run Leon B. I don't know why. It was very hard. I completed one run, like full run of Leon B, and then got very discouraged and stopped.
Yeah, Leon B's pretty... I think that Claire A is pretty tough as a run, like, as a speedrunner, in my opinion. Claire B's not bad. But yeah, I've never ran Leon B. Like, I casually run it as a speedrun, but like not competitively, I suppose.
I feel like you see a lot of the sewer in that one, but my memory is a bit foggy.
Here's a radio. Take it.
Possibly, yeah. I can't even remember myself right now. Maybe it's because I'm not long vocal.
Fair.
So we just straight back out here now and head back towards the main hall, main reception area. So as I said, this is the second part. We're pushing out of the statue to get the jewel out, but we don't actually pick it up just yet. On our return to this hallway, to this section, we then pick it up. Look at all these people. Look at all these Resi fans in the chat.
Oh yeah, very
go.
niche, all of you.
Absolutely, yeah. But no, like going back to what I said, like out of all the Resident Evil games, this is my favorite, just because I think it means the most to me, like nostalgically as well. You know, growing up, and this is kind of the game to go to, I suppose. But I mean, don't get me wrong, I played Resident Evil 1 first, but and that's a great title in itself. But I don't know, I was just thinking, I think this was all about, like, you know, you got the DLC section portions to it, you got all the 4 scenarios. It just felt like a value for money. It just felt like
That's fair.
a genuinely great title.
Did you play this
And there's
game?
so many- go on.
Sorry, did you play this game with friends or your family at all?
I may have played it with a friend who used to stay over on the weekend and stuff when he was younger, but that was about it, really.
Gotcha.
I was just left to my own devices. I didn't want to play with my family. I wanted to play with myself.
That's fair. That's fair.
leave me in my bedroom. Don't bother me. But this, and obviously Metal Gear Solid as well. That was bloody fantastic as well. So you picked out some great games, really,
Yeah.
in today's.
I really like
Time
I really
Capsule.
like both of them, Metal Gear Solid and Resident Evil 2. So it's a fun time for me. And thanks for being here, Matt.
Yeah. No, pleasure. Pleasure's all mine. So we need to pick up the crank now. We'll use that later in the kind of clock tower portion, it's fair to say, but we don't need to make much use of that just now. So as you can see, folks, we're just plodding through. We're going to start to collect some of the red jewels now as well. So there's 2 red jewels that we need to get one of these. There's like 4 spark plugs that we need to collect to get towards the sewer area. So here's the first one with via the painting. There we go. There's the first one. There will probably be a few safety shots I'll do for it today's run, because there's certain parts of the game which can be like instant death. So I don't really want to die.
Oh, that's completely fine.
I've had bad experience of dying in runs before, so I don't really want to like do that today. So if I need to pick up an additional herb, I will.
Yeah, not today.
But at the moment, it's quite relatively not too bad at the moment. It's quite easy. There's not a lot going on. There's a few zombies you need to dodge and stuff, but you know, there's no like instant deaths coming up yet. So as you can see here, we need to get past these 3 zombies here. Great dodge there. Nice. Have you seen many speedruns of this yourself, Smooth? Or I'm assuming you've seen a few now.
Yeah, I've seen a few now. There's something about the Resident Evil atmosphere, like the classic atmosphere. It's just comfortable to listen to, even when I'm doing something else, like other work on the side. So I like to have it up from time to time.
Yeah. So you're a bit like me, then you kind of prefer the classic titles. But then again, I do like, you know, quite a few of the remakes that's been coming out. I do like Resident Evil 2 remake. I think it's a great addition to the franchise, and I am a fan of the remakes. Apart from, I'm not keen on RE3 remake, but I think everyone knows my opinion of that. I probably won't delve into that now.
I do like the RE2 remake, and I had a fun run around the city in RE3 remake, but I don't know that I would replay it or not.
Yeah, probably leave that alone. Leave the case of this somewhere in a dark and dusty room. Here we go. So now we've got the 2 red jewels. We need to go and pick up. Can't even remember his call now. The word. Basically, I'll explain once I pick it up. It doesn't actually happen yet. So basically, a helicopter crashes, and somebody crashed there. You can see. So I need to get rid of that fire. Essentially, the valve. That's it. The valve. Yeah, I can't think today.
Well, to be fair, it is my fault. Matt is up at
No,
a
it's
weird,
not your fault.
at a very weird time for him.
If I didn't say it, I wouldn't have been it. Like, obviously it's not been running all day. So, it's just.
So then let me ask you this. So Matt, you are from the UK, correct? Okay.
Yes.
So when do you normally stream?
I stream so around 11:30 a.m., which is like British Standard Time. So that's like what, 6 hours, 7 6 or 7 hours from now?
Something like that. Yeah. Okay. So then
Yeah.
late nighters. If you're staying up a little later, you can catch Matt. Are you going to stream today?
Yeah, I'm on quite a lot. Like I stream about 5 days out of the 7.
Right on.
Stream between 7 to 8 hours a day. So I do try and I'm on a few days of a break at the moment. A few things going on. So but I'm on a few days. Probably back on Thursday.
All right.
So if anybody wants to see me,
Yeah, I'll post the link in the
Post
chat.
thank you very much. Predominantly we play like horror games and speedruns and like that. Picking up a lot of Alien Isolation recently as well.
Ooh, spooky.
So we've got to pick this diamond key here, and this is where we start doing some quick inputs here. So we're going to put the 2 red jewels to get the plug out. So normally to get to that jewel, I have to press down and left. So the thing is, speedrunning in this game, it's strange compared to, like, say, for example, RE1 or even RE3 for that matter. It's like, just to get to certain positions on the inventory, you have to like put in different like. So for example, the 4th slot there, I have to press down and left, which doesn't make sense. It would normally be down and right. It's a bit strange. But yeah. Okay, so now that we've got our plug and we've got the diamond key, we need to go back all the way that we came. There's a lot of back and forward tracking at the moment. It does ease up a bit halfway through the game. Matt, he's fine without sleeping. Tell you what, to be fair, like I've had quite a few hours sleep. Normally, when things like this happen, I normally struggle to sleep because you're thinking about it. Then you're thinking about the run,
Oh yeah.
thinking about how it's gonna go.
Oh.
So there you go. Great dodge there. Oh, damn.
I like to think we're pretty chill on Time Capsule, so nothing to worry about. We're all friends here.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, absolutely. This is my first time ever on a GDQ event, so I'm just very honoured and privileged and thankful
Woo!
that we're here. Okay, I'm going to be a bit quiet in this next room. There's like 10 zombies and a bit tricky sometimes. Okay, we've got this. Nice. There we go. Got the dodge. Hey, you got the dodge there, GG. everyone.
Very nice.
And here's Zombie Marvin. Can we get a ripping chat for Marvin, guys? Okay, can we get the second dodge here? Yes, we have. Beautiful. Beautiful. Bum bum. Bum bum. Okay. Now we head into the underground. Now that we've got the heart key. Underground it is. Where we'll get to see another person character. I wonder what character that is. I wonder. Ripping Marvin, yeah. Only cop to do his job. Oh, yeah. Good old Marvin. There's another, like I said, there's another mod for Marvin as well. That's what's great about the Resident Evil community is that, there's so many great mods out there. Makes you want to revisit the game, I suppose. Here she is, Ada.
It's my favorite lady.
What is Ada your favorite?
I love Ada. She's so mysterious and cool.
Absolutely, yeah.
Who are you?
Who are you? Did you watch the recent Resident Evil 4 trailer?
I did, yeah. I was actually in Brando's stream watching it. We had a little watch party. It was a good time.
He's one of those reporter types. Always looking
Good old
for-
Brando.
I heard he was locked in the cell block.
Actually, yeah, thank you to Brando as well. Well, you know, obviously for obvious reasons, but yeah, what do you think of it? I'm really excited for Resident Evil 4 remake. It looks absolutely amazing, in my opinion.
I think if the controls are improved, I'm totally down to play it. I think that was my number one struggle playing Resident Evil 4 was the controls.
Yeah, obviously, I think it's going to be playing. I think it'll play very, very similar to like Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake, I suppose.
Oh, yeah.
It seems it's like it's going to be.
It should be really fun then.
But absolutely, yeah, and just that's what's. I mean, we're very lucky at the moment with like horror games. I think.
Oh, I know.
I'm a big fan of Silent Hill as well. So
The horror community is so spoiled right now.
yeah, big fan of Silent Hill. So I can't wait for some new content there as well. It'd be great.
Good old James.
Yeah. This is probably one of the longest cinematics here, so we just have to wait for Ben to talk about what's been going on, and certain people have been up to no good. For example, Chief Irons that we've not met yet.
He's so sassy though.
Is this the guy?
Yeah,
Ben?
yeah. You get to see more of him with Claire, Claire's story playthrough.
Didn't you?
But I do love Chief Irons.
And who the heck are you?
I'm trying.
So basically, Chief Irons is
His name's
the guy who's been like
He was
dealing with Umbrella
office of
and allowing all this to happen underground.
But he suddenly disappeared 6 months ago.
So that's kind of like what he's going to start to tell us
I
now.
heard a rumor that he's here.
Matt can't read English. I can. Look, I'm reading Japanese here.
And even if I did, why would I want to tell you? Okay, I say we leave him in there. Does anyone know where they put
Do you know what's worrying about right now in chat?
What?
Is the fact that there's a few Brits that are like here at this time, which is concerning.
Everyone's up at a very weird hour in the UK.
Yeah, absolutely.
What was that?
Oh,
Like I said, I'm not leaving this cell. Get out of here before you lead it right to me. Hey, I'm not going anywhere.
oh, by the way, I forgot to show you. I've got the Leon jacket on as well. Look.
What? Look,
Oh,
you wanna look?
you dressed for the role.
Representing.
Okay then, nice.
I forgot to mention that. I thought I put the RPD jacket on today, considering that we're playing Leon in the RPD.
It's like a hoodie or something, yeah.
But
yeah,
That's so
yeah.
cool.
All right, I'm going.
I love it.
I think it was. I'm not sure where it was from. It was gifted to me, but it was from Amazon or somewhere. I'm not sure exactly.
For a birthday or something. When is your birthday, Matt?
I'm a Halloween baby.
Ooh, coming up soon.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Excellent.
So to my community, hi everyone. Yes. So we just got to basically go further into the sewer area, go towards the section where we can start inputting some of the plugs. So there's 4 plugs in total that we need. We've got 2 at the moment. We're going to input 2 of those now. Hopefully we don't get poisoned here. This area's a bit of a meme. It really is. Like these spiders, sometimes if they hit you with poison, then you got to find a blue herb to get out of it. And every time you get hit, 9 times out of 10 you will get poisoned from it as well. So here's the machine that we need to input these plugs in. Oh, that's a bad input. So 1 there, and there's another input there. And we'll come back to this area very shortly. Yes, I'm a Halloween baby. October 31st, yeah.
I don't think
Can't
I've
wait.
introduced myself yet.
Do you have any?
Then I go on holiday the day after.
Oh,
yes.
okay, I was gonna ask if you had big plans, but it sounds like you do.
Yeah, I'm going on holiday for a couple of days.
It's a dead end.
Holiday. I've not been on a plane for a few years now.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, with everything that's been going on,
Whereabouts are you
for obvious reasons.
headed?
We're going to Greece.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, against Santorini for a few
Ah.
nights, which is very fancy. Never been there. Never been to Greece.
That's going to be a beautiful holiday.
Yeah, I think it's only three or four nights. But like, you know, my partner's always wanted to go there, and I said, well, it's towards the back end of the season as well, so it'd probably be cheaper as well.
Well, I hope that you have
A
an
lot cheaper,
awesome
actually.
time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It'd be good. Should be good. But anyway, should we get back to the run? Nobody wants to know about my antics.
They do, but we can get back to the run.
Yeah, so obviously now we're playing as Ada here. Just got to move a few boxes to then fill up this area with water. And then we just go. All this is just purely for a key. All this is purely for a key. Are you excited for your 49th birthday? I am actually, yeah. Thing is now, all if Smooth thinks of that, like, Matt's 49, can't be. Or can he?
I mean,
or he looks his age.
listen, as long as you are over the age of 18, you are allowed to be on this broadcast. So
there you go. I'm definitely over 18, sadly. You know, I don't get ID'd anymore. Oh, I miss those days when you go to a bar and you're like, yep, ID. None of that now.
I still get ID'd, but it bothers me because I'm like, really? Fine.
Hey, embrace it.
Yeah, just have to be ready to pull the ID out.
Yeah, just wait until the time when they don't ID you. Be like, oh, damn.
Did you find anything?
Feel my age now. Look my age.
Right here.
I'm not from Scotland, by the way. I'm not Scottish. Just to clarify.
Hey, I can't reach the ventilation hole.
I'm from England,
Find another way around. I'll
the United Kingdom. Think of me. If you've ever watched the TV show called Peaky Blinders, I live not too far away from that area. So we've got like kind of similar kind of voice, I suppose. There you go. I'm just answering a few people in chat. I hope you don't mind, Smooth.
No, you're fine. I haven't seen Peaky Blinders, but I have heard it is a very good show.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, yeah. It portrays like Birmingham well, I suppose, for back in the day.
Rough and tough.
Yeah. That's the difference. Like, I don't know, like in England, like you could literally live like 5-10 miles away from an area, like what 13-14 kilometers, for example, and then you know your voice could be completely different. Like people say I'm a Brummie because I'm from Birmingham, but I'm not from Birmingham. I live about 10 miles away from Birmingham, and the voices are different. Yeah, so it's a bit of like I always get it all the time. Like, oh, you're Brummie, ain't you? I'm like, no, stop saying it. So yeah, sorry, getting back to the run. I keep distracting myself, I suppose. Yeah, so we just come into this room here, use the club key for the first time that we picked up, which Ada gave us, and obviously we picked up the most important weapon in the game, which is the Magnum. So we'll be utilising that a lot later on. There's a dodge coming up, which is going to be very important. I'm going to try and get it, but it doesn't always work. Less RNG. No, didn't get it this time. Yeah, it's okay. We'll get out of this. Nasty, nasty. Ooh, this is disgusting, isn't it? Wow, that's a 4 a.m. thing, that is, folks. Yeah, talk about getting yeah. Normally I'll get that. I've been getting that very like all the time, but this time it didn't work. Oh well. Doesn't always go your way, I suppose. There we go. All that matters is that we're alive. That's all that matters. I'm actually going to take this first day this time. Just use that up as well. There we go. And this is the third plug that I was referring to. So we need one more here now.
Oh, I got scared.
Yeah,
I knew it was coming. The jump through the little mirror window, but I still hate it.
Oh, dear. Oh, bless you. Okay, input there. We've got a tiny little puzzle here, I suppose. Nothing, well, I wouldn't even call it a puzzle, I suppose. Set 3 of these fires on, and then we get a little cog with a little clock tower.
Yes, this run is lit.
We're flying at the moment. We're not doing too bad. I mean, I'm slightly underestimate anyway when it comes to what I set. Always play it safe. Okay, good dodge work there. At least I made up for it in this hallway corridor.
The zombies kind of sound like they're mooing. Yes, my lord. You can tell it's the last show of the night.
Yeah, I sound like the guy from Shaun of the Dead.
Gotta give that one every watch soon for spooky season.
Oh, Have you? Yeah, I was gonna say you've.
Oh
watched
yeah,
it
it's
before,
really
right?
funny.
Please, I was gonna say then. Else I'll be having words. Okay, so we go back to the library here. We're heading towards the kind of like the terror of the RPD. We've got a few items that we need to use there: the crank and the cog, and that will give us our 4th plug that we need to head towards the sewers. Okay. Go there now. Few quick inputs in this area as well needed. That's not bad. And this is where I equip the Magnum as well now.
Oh yeah.
Because we've got a boss coming up, folks. We have a boss coming up. That's right.
Boss
You actually see me
time.
kill something. This is our first time we're going to be shooting something, I suppose.
Could you imagine?
Because that's the thing, like this is a problem with speed. Not problem. Speedrunning. There's a lot of things, especially in like the early Resi games, where you just avoid everything really. Especially RE2. I mean, predominantly, you're only killing or fighting anything when it's a boss. Here we go. No. Get away!
Oh no. Ben.
Damn,
Now he's
Ben.
really never leaving the cell.
Ben. There we go.
R.I.P.
We just got to go back to Ben. Ben. This is where I find out about Chief Irons now. He gives us the documents. Obviously, for obvious reasons, we can't read that right now. But basically, the document basically says, you know, what Chief Irons has been up to. All the naughty and corrupt stuff.
Bitter irony. The chief of police.
The thing is fascinating about Ben is his neck. It's like the longest neck. It's like it's like a giraffe, isn't he, Ben?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I guess Leon's wearing kind of like a high neck, like outfit.
Yeah, that's a good point. But I don't know. That's something special about Ben. I love his like 90s look as well with his tie and shirt. Very 90s.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Ugh,
Ooh la la.
graphic.
Damn. this
God, what was that?
this is the best part. Like all Ada comes in, she doesn't pay any attention to like a guy that's like been ripped apart. She comes up with, oh god, what happened? Doesn't even care about Ben. Just like
That's why you gotta
Brutal.
love Ada. She's very cool. She's very calm, collected. She gets it done.
she just doesn't give a damn. She's-
I aspire to be more like her every day.
yeah.
Getting out of here and heading to the sewer.
The way to be sometimes. Don't give a damn. Okay, so we just spoke to Claire now. Now we got to go back to past the spiders. Hopefully we don't get poisoned. And then we will go up against Birkin.
Big Papa Birkin.
Oh, is it Birkin? Yes, it's Birkin. No, it's a G adult, sorry.
Yeah.
I got confused then. At least I can blame the time zone. At least I can say, look, I've not long woke up. My brain's not functioning at 100% capacity. You know, at least I can get away with that one. But here we are. Bless RNG, guys.
Okay, bless.
It should go okay. Fingers crossed. I actually died on this run, like this part, a long time ago on a marathon run. I won't say where, but it was bad.
Did you have a save or you had to redo a big section?
No, it was like my first ever time. Like, well, you don't want to know, man. I can't even go into it. It's bad. I'll explain after this part. Oh no, I've been attached. Come on, quick shoot, Matt. Okay, get these quick inputs in. There we go. Basically, what happened was I got poisoned. I was in danger. And I come to that fight. And it was very new as a speed run for me, but I submitted to a to an event anyway. And
That was reckless and
yeah, I literally didn't even learn the run fully.
zombies are
I think this is a few years ago
Oh,
now.
wow.
I was barely on
So
board.
I didn't have I had I saved at the point before the fight, but I didn't. There's certain things I didn't know about the game then. Like, you know, when them little mutants attached to your body, you can actually shake them off, which I didn't know about.
Oh, yeah.
So they kept killing me.
Oh my gosh.
You know, you got to remember this is quite a big, big event at the time. And I was like, I don't know what to do.
Oh my
I was
gosh.
like, what do I do?
Did you have anyone like who knew that was with you, or?
No.
Oh, gosh.
I actually quit the game.
Oh no.
It's a long time ago. You know, you learn from these experiences, I suppose. I'm going to take the first day here, but it was, you know, we laughed it off. I think I sang a song to make up for it. I think I did a song and dance or something crazy.
Oh, are you a singer?
No.
Fair, fair.
I'm kind of like, I'm up to anything. Do you know what I mean? I like to just
Good.
go with the flow, go with the energy.
Yeah, I like that. Me too.
That woman was
You know, I'm very just unpredictable, I suppose. But I won't be singing or dancing after this run today for obvious reasons.
Maybe it's bedtime again after this. I don't know.
Yeah, I need to get a few hours sleep. I've got a contractor coming around to do the rest of our boiler, so I need to be up and help him and
All right.
oh, get a few hours sleep. Okay, here's another cutscene here. I love this cutscene because then like it goes from this part to then like an actual video cutscene, and it obviously gives you an insight of what happened to William Burke in the transition. Obviously,
Ada Wong.
this is Annette, obviously William's
Ada Wong.
partner.
I've heard that name.
But obviously we can't watch it now. But it's a great video footage. It's definitely worth checking out. Well, if anyone who's playing this for the first time is going to watch it all anyway, I suppose.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Did you know? Who are you?
It's just it's good to get that insight. Then it completes the story, I suppose. Starts to fill a lot of gaps. Don't let Matt sing. Wow.
John's dead.
Wait, polite. You like my singing?
My condolences. And although I regret this, you will be joining him shortly. I won't let anyone take.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention that with Ada, I unequipped the handgun.
It's capable of
Basically, a fight happens shortly, and if you have your handgun equipped, Ada has to pick it up then. So if you want to equip it, it allows the cutscene to be a bit quicker.
My husband.
So that's what I did just as well. Sorry, I forgot to mention
Oh,
that.
that's an interesting bit of tech.
None of this.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
I hadn't tried to steal his research away from him.
And here's the cutscene I was referring to as well, but we got to skip. Sorry.
So those rats were the carriers of the virus.
As a result of his virus-induced transmutation, William should have lost any prior memories he had as a human by now.
So what time is it for you right now? Isn't it smooth?
So I live in the Pacific Northwest. It is almost 9 p.m. here.
Other creatures.
9 p.m.
Offspring.
The joys.
Bye, Annette, I guess.
Too bad.
Oh, for now.
She's so funny. Too bad. So, okay.
Too bad. This is the last time we play as Ada, isn't it? Yeah.
I
That's it now.
think so. Do we
Yep.
pick up the locket or the necklace?
No, that's already all that's done now with
That's
Ada.
done now. Okay.
Yeah, so we don't get to play as more Ada. We see Ada again, but obviously we don't get to play as Ada.
Ada?
Ada. Rest in peace to Paul Haddard as well, the voice actor for Leon.
Aw, R.I.P.
Did a good job, yeah. Passed away last year, was it? Or the year before? Yeah. Okay, so now we just gotta go. Obviously, we need to go and find Ada now. What's going on? Let's go and help her. Okay, so there's some items that we kept on us, like the valve. We kept that for obvious reasons. We need it for the hair. So we've equipped the handgun as well now. We've unequipped the Magnum, put the handgun back on, and use the valve. We'll use this twice. And the reason for the handgun use is you'll see now, but I'm not going to tell you for obvious reasons. I'm not trying. I don't want to spoil the game in ahead of where we're going to. A bit,
Oh, we'll get there.
We'll get there, and I'll tell you when we get there. It's a journey. Okay, you want to equip that? And this is the reason why I've equipped the handgun. Ada! I always think of that, like, the water's so small, like, there's not a lot of area, and there's just a massive crocodile there. Like, where was it? Like,
I know. This part specifically is what scared me. Like, in the demo of RE2 back in the day, like, just this scene was enough for me to be like, nope.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? It's like the most unexpected part in this game, I think, is the crocodile. Like, you just wouldn't expect it.
No, you don't at all.
Yeah. There's no major strats there. There is a strat where you can kind of quick shoot it when it first enters its mouth, but it's really risky. And if you miss it, it's kind of like a reset, really. So
I gotcha.
I'm not going to bother doing it there. Just play it safe. There's no real... It's like a second. You know what I mean? That's the kind of time save you're looking at.
Oh, yeah. Not to worry about that.
Bullet wound isn't making things any easier.
Quiet, Leon.
I love it when Matt sings a whole new world from Aladdin. Yeah, I sing a lot of different random songs, don't I?
That's too.
Hey, Johnny. Welcome, everyone. Thank you all for being here today as well. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I just found out.
John's dead.
What?
Never mind. Let's just get out of here. The sooner the better.
Okay, so this is where we'll pick up the... I don't know what I'll check then, but we've got to pick up 2 medallions to get to the next area where we've got the tram and then the laboratories coming up. So there's the 1 medallion. It's very similar to Resident Evil 1 when you got these 2 medallions you need to get into the labs there as well. As you can see, there's 1. Crocodile really bit the bullet there, indeed. Indeed. Obviously, you can use the Magnum there, but why do I want to use the Magnum there when I can use a handgun? It's not real any time lost by equipping the handgun, I suppose. Okay, so this is where the second medallion is. And that's all we need. So we've got the wolf and the eagle. Very, as you can see, Ada, get out of the way. Ada!
She looks offended.
You like Ada, but she just lost me 2 seconds.
She's so offended.
She just literally got him away. I couldn't even drop. Watch out for the spiders. Fair play. Ada's like, that's the first time I've ever seen Ada try and shoot the spider.
She's got to keep the, tough act going.
Yeah, not long left now. We're flying through this game today. Thank you for keeping me company, Smooth.
Yeah, of course. I love this comment in the chat. Does Ada not realize this is a timed run?
Yeah.
Ada breaks for no one.
She doesn't care. Yeah. She's so sassy, and that's the word I'm looking for.
Sassy, yes.
Very sassy. Sassy, that's probably a good word. There's no particular strat there, by the way. You just shoot as quickly as possible when the hand comes down, or the claw. Yeah, if there's any major strats or anything that you need to know, I will touch on it. But a lot of it at the moment is just keeping to your lines, being precise with your inputs, and the rest follows.
Did it take you?
Not like the Metal. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna ask if it took you like a long time to get kind of comfortable with like the lines that you need to take in this run with like tank controls and stuff like that.
I wouldn't say so. I kind of like I really improved well on Resident Evil 1.
Oh, okay.
So once you kind of get your lines on that in terms of like using keyboard and stuff like that, the rest kind of followed easy. But this is definitely a harder game compared to Resident Evil 1. I feel it's a lot more RNG factor to be considered. I'm just going to bank some items here, guys. It's not really something that I would do, but speed run, I want to kind of like tank up on health because it's a meme later.
I mean, it's a supply room. We got to get the supplies.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't think it took me long. I mean, obviously, now that I'm trying to get better times, it's that grind, isn't it? I suppose.
Right.
It's all about that grind. So I think I'm like trying to get below 50 minutes. I think it's like my PB is like 50 minutes and 2 seconds or something like that, or 3 seconds.
Oh, well, you're on your way.
I'm trying to get that sub 50. Yeah, we'll get there. I haven't done a run of this like fully for a while, like competitively, like a day of speedruns, I suppose.
Right.
There's so many Resident Evil games, and I've run them all effectively. So it's kind of like it's finding the time to do all that, and then
it's a lot.
Yeah, we do a lot of like marathons on the channel and stuff. So like we could do like 1 to 7 or something like that, and
do you have like
more casual marathons?
Do you have like a least favorite one that you speedrun?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm a speedrunner of the game, but I'm not keen on RE3 remake, man. I think it's terrible. Like I hate. Well, actually, hate is a harsh word, but honestly, man, like it's a big meme in the channel. Like,
so you try to have fun with it, even though it's not your favorite.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah, I do it for the people.
Absolutely.
Actually, I'm gonna have to be a bit quiet here, but I'm gonna try and pull off 9 shots, I think it is. Here we go. Okay, that's good. Oh, missed me input there. No, man. Ah! It's okay. It wasn't great. Yeah. This is the thing, you see, quick shots is so important as a speedrun in this game. Like, you need to pull them off and you need to be so effective with it. And if you miss like an input, it's like a delay then. And then it's just going to lose your time.
Don't die on me, Ada. Come on.
Giving me flashbacks.
It wasn't terrible. Yeah, it wasn't like dreadful. I mean, it was only one little hit. Sometimes if you miss the first 3 shots and it hits you on the first wave of that, if you call it, then, it does take a lot more time then. It looked all right. It was all right. Obviously, Ada's injured at the moment with the claw. The claw.
The claw.
The claw.
Hey, take it easy. We're inside Umbrella's secret lab.
Hey, Matt, take it easy.
Wound, so just rest here in the meantime.
Take it easy.
I'll only slow you down with these injuries.
I better go. I'll only slow you down with these injuries.
My job to look after you.
You'll be in danger if you stay with me. I know I've only known you for a short period.
I know I've only known you for 2 minutes, but I love you.
Chat, you're in danger if you stay here.
I know I'm not capable of caring about anyone, but I don't want to lose you.
We're leaving this place together.
That's the thing. It's just, they've already known each other, but there seems to be such a strong connection of love and passion.
Yeah, they really do.
Like, come on.
They really do it. Evolve their relationship quickly.
Yeah. Like 2 teenagers, isn't it? It's like
Yeah.
love at first sight.
Well, and maybe it has to do with the harsh conditions that they are experiencing right now.
Possibly.
Could be.
Yeah. Could be. So now that we're in the labs, end game now coming up, and first thing to do is need to turn the power on so we can get into certain rooms, which we're doing right. Well, we need to use this plugged in and transform it into something else, so then we can use into the power port in the main corridor section or whatever you call it. I'm not very good at explaining things sometimes, Smooth. You should probably realise by now. I just talk absolute nonsense a lot of the time, but I love it.
You know what? I'm sure a lot of you have seen this game already. You know where things are.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, if it was like probably like if it's different times, I probably would get a commentator to touch on like the real technical parts. But
Oh yeah, no worries.
there's just me and you. We're just chilling, we're
We're
vibing,
just vibing.
we're vibing. That's what I was referring to about the turning the power on, the port, whatever you call it. And here the introductions to the plants. These are quite easy to avoid, to be fair. They don't really cause much problems in a speedrun. Unless you get your lines completely wrong, and then that's a problem.
Yeah, that was me getting my lines very wrong in this section. I think it's the camera change, so like it would always be a little disorienting.
I hate this part so much. It's okay. We got out there. This is like that's why I tanked up on their health, because these lickers can like end you in like one shot.
Yeah.
So luckily we got through, but it's just another RNG area. That's the difference between like speedrunning Resident Evil 1. There's hardly any RNG at all. But when you play this one, there's just anything can kill you run. It's extremely competitive as well.
That's probably why it took me so long to just complete a run. It's like very tough.
Yeah. So we've got to get the key card to get access to a room above us. So we can then get an MO disc to get access. It's all about accessing doors on this game. Just from one door to another. Very much back and forward a lot of times. But we've got to get past those lickers again. So less RNG, everyone.
Bless. Leon, you are a man with purpose.
Bless the run.
Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I usually do this without getting hit at all, but there we go, I'll take that. Wasn't too bad. That's another thing as well, which I failed to mention. If I had my official splits up, there's a certain time you'd split on the doors as well. Obviously, if you, like, because I don't have a specific time in front of me, I don't know when the appropriate time is. I think it's like 1 second and 1.5 seconds or just under.
It helps you time
need to
it.
skip the door. Yeah, it's all on a timer. So if you don't do it on time, then obviously that's when you start to lose time effectively. Okay, so we've got to kill the zombie here. This is another dodge work here, so hopefully we get it. We might get... Yes, we got it. Fantastic.
Oh, great job on that room.
Yeah, that's all that was. I've loaded up on my herbs as well, as you can see.
Yeah.
Why not?
I
don't care. I'm going to be underestimated.
Prepared.
You murdered my
Yeah,
husband.
I've loaded up on first aids. Why not?
You're looking for. You came for the G-virus, didn't you? But you'll never take it from me.
That's good work in the zombie dodge there, though.
Legacy.
Sometimes you can get grabbed quite easily there.
Oh, yeah.
Where's that spy?
The worst is as well, like, you could be on PB pace, and if that room is pretty intimidating, because if you get grabbed, you're not getting grabbed by one, you're getting grabbed by every one of them. And
Big
9
time
times out
loss.
of 10, it's gonna ruin your run. But the biggest run killer for me, a lot of time, is the final boss. It really is.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, that's RNG as well. It's just, and you need your quick shots perfectly. So yeah, my favourite cutscene's coming up, by the way, as well.
Something like that.
I think you know what scene I'm talking about.
You're about to die.
Yeah, the scene, the bridge.
No.
One of your saddest scene,
No.
but yeah,
I'm not ready.
I love it. I love the, yeah. I just like the whole atmosphere. That's what makes this game so good. Is it has everything, doesn't it? From emotion to like drama to kind of the whole. That's what you want in a game,
Yeah.
is to feel all these different emotions about it. And I think this game back then,
It's got a good story,
Have that.
you know?
Self-destruct sequence has been activated.
I find it engaging.
look,
The self-destruct
yeah,
sequence has
absolutely.
been activated. This sequence may not
This scene makes me cry every time. Get the tissues out.
Chat, we need tissue stat.
Get your tissues out, everyone. I'll probably be quiet, actually. I'll let you all watch this and embrace it.
Leon. I've been waiting for you, Leon.
What are you doing?
You know what this is about. So just hand over the G virus.
I don't believe this. Annette was right. About everything.
That's why I told you to leave without me, but you wouldn't listen. Now hand it over. Don't make me shoot you.
You can't do that.
You can't do that.
Ada! Ada! I've got you. Don't give up.
G virus. Leon. It's over. Just let me go.
Everyone's crying now.
You're gonna make it.
Shut up, Ada.
Too late, Leon.
Ada.
Ada.
Both know it.
No. I promised you that we would escape. You just have to help me out here.
I really wanted to escape with you, Leon. Escape from everything.
Goodbye.
Ada!
No.
Smooth's crying now, everyone. Smooth is crying. Hippie's crying.
Honestly, the one thing I really do love about this scene, and especially in the remake, is you see like Ada's face, and it's just so dramatic.
Yeah. I think I wasn't too keen on the remake cutscene. I just feel like it should have had this kind of music into it as well. Like it didn't. And even when you can select the soundtrack for the classical soundtrack, you still don't have this kind of like intense, kind of emotional soundtrack. I find it just doesn't give me that same feeling that I had for this. I don't know if that's because I'm older now and not a kid. I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't feel the same.
Fair. I'll have to give the remake another playthrough because it's been a little while, to be honest.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Playing hardcore.
It's a tough game, but we'll see.
Okay, so the kill zombie here and here. We should have enough ammo rounds. Yeah, quite comfortable. Thought I'd double check anyway. Keep a few zombies here. MO disc here. I'm going to load up actually. Ready for this. Coming up to the final boss now, guys. I hope you enjoyed the run. Thank you all for watching. This is the final boss, and it is pretty rough. So hopefully,
Yeah, good luck on this final
we pull
boss.
our quick shots off. Yeah, thank you.
Detonation.
Thank you very much. Here we go. RNG chat. RNG. Okay, good start. There we go. Great fight. Good fight
Yeah,
that was.
nicely done.
Yeah, like we got the perfect position, got the quick shots off fairly decent, and he didn't drop and he didn't cause any problems. That was a good fight. I'd probably take that. If I can get that fight on a PB run, I'll take that fight like all day long. Seriously. The time will be coming up just at this cutscene here. There we go. Game is done.
It's over.
I hope you enjoyed it. It is over.
We made it to the train. Leon, get
We
on.
made it to the train. Get on.
Well, thank you so much, Matt, for showing off Resident Evil 2. I really do think this is my favorite Resident Evil, so it was an absolute pleasure to have you here.
Well, yeah, and I completely agree with you. It's my favourite as well. So there we go. Got some in common there.
Definitely. Do you have any shout outs or comments you'd like to leave our viewers with?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you all for watching today. Thank you for my community to coming along as well and watching. Thank you all. And if you wish to follow me, I'm sure you can follow me via the links and play a lot of horror games, speedruns on a regular daily basis. So, come along, have a chat. Yeah. Thank you very much. And thank you to yourself, Tippy, as well for having me.
Of course.
Really appreciate the opportunity and it's a pleasure to get to speak to you as well. So thank you very much for that.
Awesome. Well, I would say, Matt, it was your first time here on GDQ and you absolutely nailed it. Great job.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I want to say too, if you are watching this on YouTube from the future and you enjoyed today's show, leave us a like or a comment and subscribe to the channel. And also make sure you go to twitch.tv/gamesdonequick if you are interested in watching our shows live. We start weeknights at 7 p.m. Eastern and weekends at 1 p.m. Eastern. Tune in tomorrow for No Category Left Behind, followed by Speedruns from the Crypt. That all starts at 7 p.m. Eastern. This has been such a fun episode of Time Capsule, so thank you all very much for watching. I have been your host, Smooth Operative. I hope you all have a beautiful day or night. We will see you next time. Take care.